Testing. One, two, three, four. Testing. Testing. One, two, three. Testing. Yes. Thank you. One, two, three, four. Jesus. Testing. Testing. One, two, three. Testing. Yes. God damn. That's one thing I hate about fucking Google Hangouts, but I'm so sorry about all of the technical difficulties. For some odd reason, when I was trying to record something earlier, I forgot to disconnect my microphone from the webcam and all that shit. But anyway, with that being said, how's everybody doing? My name is Reg in the building. Trying to record something earlier. Okay, now you can shut up now. All right, and the album I'm going to review today is a very special review for me today. It's Ice-T's OG Original Gangster, released in 1991 on Sire, which is under Warner Brothers Records. Shit, hold on, I gotta pull up my notes again. But yeah, while I pull up my notes, I got a little disclaimer for everybody. I know I was originally planning on doing the Rhyme Syndicate review of Donald D and Everlast albums, which I'm going to do right after this review is over, so stay tuned on that. I was going to do it yesterday, but yesterday I was at a wedding and whatnot. I was at a wedding, I didn't get back to my mad late, and I went out to go see a friend, so yeah, I had like a long ass day last day. So with that being said, let me pull up my notes, see what's happening. Right. And I do apologize again for the technical difficulties because my shit does not always act up like that. Shit does not always act up like that. But give me one more second. Let me go actually goes back on. But hope everyone's having a very good Sunday and whatnot too. All right. So yeah. So Ice-T's Original Gangster was released in 1991. It only came out with about I believe it came out with about 3 singles, and those singles are OG, Original Gangster, and New Jack Hustler. Those were like the 2 official singles off this album. But the thing, which I'm going to get into that in a minute, producers of the album include Ice-T, who's also the executive producer, DJ Aladdin, who was from Low Profile. He's one half Low Profile with Dub C, very slept on hip hop duo from the West Coast and shit. I need to get my hands on that album, but it's long at a printing goes for like a lot of money and shit. So good luck finding that. Also we got Africa Islam's back on the turntables again, or producer board as I should say. Says the Refuge, Bilal Bashir, Beatmaster V, and Nat the Cat. All right, so the last after the release of Power, you know, he was really becoming one of the most controversial, yet one of the most like acclaimed rappers at his time and whatnot and shit like that. So yeah. So with that being said, he had his own label, Rhyme Syndicate, and they dropped their compilation album, Rhyme Syndicate, and shit like that. That's a very, I need to get my hands on that album. I've heard some of it, but I didn't hear the whole thing. Fast forward to 1989, he released this album right here, Iceberg, Freedom of Speech, Just Watch What You Say. Very, very, very dope album and shit like that. I've done a review on it years back ago. It was actually the first Ice-T review I've actually done. So yeah. So this album really put him out there. Like he really put him out there and shit like that as like a leading member of gangster rap. And I don't feel like that album gets the credit it deserves, in my opinion. I really don't feel Iceberg, right next to like Power and OG Original Gangster. I don't feel it gets talked about a lot by a lot of hip hop heads. But excuse me. Then fast forward to like 1990 and shit like that. Between 1990 and 1991, he was like very, very, very busy and shit. What, like he was starring in New Jack. He was starring in like New Jack City, which was, of course, a classic hood movie and shit like that. That starred Wesley Snipes. And in my opinion, his best role, in my personal opinion, it starred Mario Van Peebles and shit. So yeah. And also around this time too, he was also in the movie Ricochet, where he played a gang leader named Odessa and shit like that. That movie also starred Denzel Washington and John Lithgow. Um, yes, the same John Lithgow that played Dick from Third Rock from the Sun. I've never actually seen that movie though, but I've heard many okay, I heard it was pretty okay. I heard good things about it, so I'll check it out one day. And also in 1991, he had started his own heavy metal band called Body Count, which I want to talk about in this album too, because they make their first appearance on wax in this album. What's up, Ash? How you doing? So yeah, that's his 1991. This album was released. Um, Other guest appearances in this album are Donald D, which is stay tuned on that review. DJ Aladdin, Evil E, Nat the Cat, Donald D, of course, again, Randy Mack, Prince Whipple Whip, Ernie C, Beatmaster V, Mooseman and D Rock, Special K, Sean E. Yeah, but he basically just kept it in house, basically. So, which is what I love. Um, so yeah, this is the album right here. This is Ice-T's OG Original Gangster. Dope album right here. You kind of see Ice-T, you kind of see Ice-T rocking like the fucking tux and shit like that. And then you see right here, he's just like all gangstered up and shit like that. Got the white beat, got shades on. Well, he has shades on in both pictures, but give me 1 second. All right, so yeah, dope album cover. Like, just getting his Scotty on basically. So yeah, very dope picture. Like, and also why I show you guys these album inserts. This album, what's up, Sam? This album basically was they filmed a music video with every song on this album, basically like that. So it's pretty much like I consider probably the first visual album, because I don't think any other album had like a video for the song and shit. Yeah, it's just kind of stuck together, so I'm not even gonna fuck with that. Yeah, I know people gonna say Thriller, but Thriller didn't have Thriller No and shit like that. So yeah, so this album has 24 songs. So you guys know what I'm about to do. Just let me get my notes and everything together. And one more time, man, I do apologize for that little. I gotta do better next time with that little sound shit. So damn. So I guess people gonna show up whenever they show up. All right. So okay. Track number one, we got Home of the Body Bag. That's a very nice way to begin the album and whatnot. What I got from that is, hold on, give me 1 second. My computer's not responding now. Oh shit. Let's see. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so if you guys remember, KRS-One's KRS-One attacks off the Return of the Boom Bap album, that intro where basically they have like a DJ scratching and then they have snippets of the songs and stuff like that mixed in. that's basically what you got with this album, with this song, basically, Home of the Body Bag. So yeah, I thought that was very unique and whatnot. Then track number two, we got the song called First Impression. Um, very dope and whatnot. That song, it just features this fan who is like talking mad shit about Ice T and saying some shit like, "Oh, Ice T this, Ice T that." Um, he talks about degrading women and whatnot. His music's so vulgar and shit. But then once you really get to know the cat, once she really gets to know him, she's like, "Oh, he a cool dude. He down to earth. He's down to earth and whatnot." So yeah, that's one thing I got from that track. Is like how they let like the gangster rap basically blind the judgment of somebody and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? KRD is definitely in the building. Yes. What's up? What's happening, my nigga? All right. So that was First Impression. Then we get to fucking Ziploc, man. Man, this song right here. He just goes in on this song. The beat is very dope and shit. He's just talking about like a variety of stuff, like his gold chains, his pit bull, and like don't just like a don't fuck with him record and shit. Like some of the lyrics he was saying were how who you what so what you're telling me? Power was 2, Iceberg was 3. This one here shipped 500G. Now when I roll stupid D, Benz, Beamers, and booming Jeeps. I'm always strapped because my money I keep. You move on the ice and you're going to sleep. And when you see me walking down the street, you say, "What's up, ice?" And I say, "Peace." Like just fucking dope as hell and shit like that. So Ziploc is definitely one of my favorite songs off the album. Track number 4, we got fucking Mike Contract with Donald D. Yo, Donald D and Ice T together, man. He's definitely my favorite member off the Rhyme Syndicate on some real shit. He's definitely my favorite member. He just got that like dark tone with him and shit like that, you know. So what I got from Mike Contract is how one just uses the microphone as a weapon and stuff. So I feel like Donald D kind of stole the show with that one, Mike Contract. Especially, I definitely love some of the lines that were saying like, "4 blocks away, my aim's clean. Let's go on a silenced carbine. Place my crosshairs on my Vic's eye, squeeze the trigger, watch the brains fly." Like, whew! Like they just went in, man. Like, "Cause I'm a rip shop, tell the ass drop. 5-0 ice, yo, fuck a damn cop. Cause I move hard and cold with a gangster stroll. $5,000 suits and 5 fly gold." Like, let them, who man. And yeah, KRD. I definitely gotta hear Let the Horns Blow because I just heard Notorious last week. So I've heard many good things about that album. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna talk about that in the future. Stay tuned. And that was fucking My Contract. Track number 5, Mind Over Matter. Oh man, another one of my favorite Ice-T songs and stuff. Um, my only disappointment with that song, I didn't like the way he kind of started off the song all slow and shit like that. But he kind of like picked it up towards the middle and shit like that. And I love the video for it too, basically. So yeah. Track number 6, we got New Jack Hustler. Um, need I say more about New Jack Hustler, man? That song is definitely one of the most iconic, one of his signature songs, I should say. Well, that song was actually nominated for a Grammy for Best Rap Solo Performance, but lost to LL Cool J. Mama Said Knock You Out. He basically raps about the life of a hustler and whatnot. One thing about Ice-T I always loved is just his storytelling in general, man. It's just his fucking storytelling in his tracks. I don't feel like he gets the mad props he gets for that. And of course, man, of course, you always gotta remember fucking New Jack City, which was a classic movie. Every time I hear that song, I always picture that scene where Ice trying to whoop Pookie's ass. Man, fuck, I love that movie, man. I definitely gotta talk about that fucking movie and shit. What's up, Try? How you living, man? Um, Track number 7, we got Ed. Now, Ed is a very it's a very, very interesting and weird track and stuff like that. I don't dislike Ed, but it's just one of those distinctive IC tracks that you just gotta really peep game and shit like that. What I got from that song is about this cat named Ed. He used to like fucking drink a lot, basically, and he had a fucking crazy temper. He loved to gamble and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, blink your eye, and next thing you know it, he got so drunk he started driving off fast, and then all of a sudden Ed's dead. Like it's just like one of those songs. Like it's short, but at the same time, it's so fucking dark, and it still keeps up with the tone and shit. So that's fucking Ed. Track number 8, Bitches 2. Whoo! This song right here, man, is definitely my second favorite song off this album. And what's interesting about this track is that he's talking about how niggas kind of be on that bitch made shit, basically. Like how niggas be lying about what they have and shit like that. Niggas be on that bitch shit. I kind of see it as You Played Yourself Part 2, but with a twist. Like he's not talking about females, he's talking about niggas and shit. Um, so he says some lines like, "Y'all want trouble, what trouble you found? Cause we this year then issued the critical beat down. He needed money, I would always come through. Needed a call, he could use mine too." Like, cause I know everybody has that one nigga that you hang out with that they always want to borrow your shit, or you kind of need them at a certain time, but they don't want to be there for you. But then when you want to, but when they want you and shit like that, they always want to be on that. Oh well, I always been like that, and they always want to throw that bro card at you and shit. Yeah, man, that's fucking bitches too. And I definitely love the usage of that Ohio players sample and shit like that. Definitely gotta talk about Ohio players very soon. Yeah. Next track we got Straight Up Nigga. Love that fucking track. He's just defending the use of the N word and shit. So because one thing about this track is what I've always said was like when the black community when they call each other nigga and shit like that, it's like the Nigga. It's like we adapted it and made it something to our own. But then when like a white person calls us a nigga and shit like that, it's basically like, oh, it's like fighting and shit like that. Because it's just like reflection back to like slavery and racism and whatnot. So that's why IC is just defending the usage of the word nigga and shit like that. And that people don't use it in a very people do not use it in a very derogatory or negative way as you might think and shit. Um, Definitely how I loved how he shouted out like the Rhyme Syndicate. I love the shout he did to Lord Finesse and stuff too. So yeah, that's fucking Straight Up Nigga. Track number 10, OG Original Gangster. Oh man, this is another song. He picked the right songs for the singles, basically. He picked the fucking right songs for these singles. Cause OG Original Gangster, that song where it's like possibly one of the songs where he just wrote that beat like none other. Like the beat was fucking ill, had that boom bapish feel to it. Like DJ Aladdin and Celeste the Rough Edge and Ice T definitely did a thing on that beat. Um, and that's actually the first Ice T song that I've heard too. So yeah, that's also a very special song when I listen to Ice T. Um, Next track we got is The House. Um, that's a very dark song. What I got from that song was about it's kind of talking about this boy and a girl who fucking live in a house where they're just continuously like getting abused and whatnot. Um, and it's like they're scared to talk about it. And so I love the end when he said, "You ain't no fucking kid. Act like you give a damn. When somebody save these kids, do something, call a cop and shit like that." So yeah, I found that kind of interesting because he actually addressing these fucked up, stupid ass parents today because of how these parents they love to always say they don't know how the kids got a certain way and whatnot. But then it's because they're not fucking raising the kids, whatnot. That's the thing. They're not raising the kids and shit. So I feel like The House is a very dope song. Um, Evil E, What About Sex? Okay, so this is probably like the best kind of like this is like the best skit or short song off this fucking project because I love the way he did that. He did this shit too. So Evil E, DJ Evil E was begging Ice-T to drop a sex song and shit like that. So Ice-T basically gives like the short line. He says the shit like, all right, check this out, E, check this out. The other night I was out at the club, all right, and he's like, what happened? What happened? I met this fly ass freak, crazy fly. Where she's dope, had big old titties, all right. Oh shit, big titties, crazy titties, and big old ass, right? Oh shit, then what happened? He's end off saying, I fucked her. Just the way he said that line too, I fucking loved. That's Evil E, Evil E, What About Sex? And then it gets to the next track, which is Fly By, where it's like a posse cut with Nat the Cat and Donald D. Again, another song where I felt like Donald D stole the show on that one. Yeah, definitely did. They all did their thing on that. Ice-T really stepped his game up on this album. This is probably like lyrically, this is probably his best album lyrically and conceptual wise, whatnot. And shit. And I felt like when he's rapping with the Rhyme Syndicate, he just always like takes it up a notch, in my personal opinion. So yeah, he definitely did his thing on that one. I'll read some line from what Donald D was saying. Donald D the smuggler, going for the juggler, flying wild out here, police sirens. What up, do you want to drive by? The syndicate snapper, tonight on the flyby. Swing while I came into the tune that grip ya, flip ya, trip ya, rip ya, keep dipping ya. Woo! Then Ice-T was saying some shit like, I'll do you like Godfather 3 and do a flyby. Time to rip and hit a strangle. I eat guardian angels and toy MCs with their name on the front page. I bury in shallow graves. I don't rap with girls in my LP. I don't beg for pussy. I love the ladies and they love me right back. Now who's the Mac? Like, damn, man. Like Ice-T was just not playing no games when it came to that fucking song. So yeah, that was Fly By. Track number 14, Midnight. My favorite song off this album, Midnight. It uses the Black Sabbath sample. I'm not even gonna say the sample. All my Black Sabbath fans should know that sample. It's sort of like a prequel to 6 in the Morning and shit like that, or a sequel, whatever. I see it more. I see it more of a sequel. A lot of people kind of see more of a prequel, but I don't know. But yeah, he's just on his midnight shit. Just not playing no games. I love when the lines where he's like, we bone down Vernon, right on Normandy, left on Florence, getting through the ETGs, spun out on a Vermont, met a left on Colden, right on Hoover, where we going? He didn't even answer that. Check the review, they were still out back. Where was these brothers from? What made these brothers come? Like, I see, man, like fucking crazy, man. Dope storytelling. Like, yeah, and a lot of people have also really put that song in high regards and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, wow, 14 straight tracks and not a bad one. Whatnot. That's crazy as hell. But oh, and one more thing I do want to mention, like his love for heavy metal. It's like I respect his love for heavy metal because he's all like how people need to like don't just listen to hip hop, like experiment with different kinds of music, whatnot, you know. Track number 15, we got Fried Chicken. Um, Fried Chicken, Fried Chicken. This record is very sick. The thing about this record where you have to really listen carefully towards it is how he goes to the studio, he's about to like place his track, make this dope loop and whatnot. And so he tries to does his best to clean up with rubbing alcohol and ivory soap. And you guys know where I'm getting at, especially if you guys like to collect CDs and vinyls, if you have that little vinyl cleaners and whatnot. And so he just says fuck it, like he just gave up on shit. He's like, let's go eat some fried chicken, basically. So yeah, basically, the song has nothing really to do with fried chicken until it gets towards the end and shit. And that's what I'm gonna talk about that towards the ending and shit. And that song also features this nigga called Prince Whipper Whip, who is like a Puerto Rican. He's like a Puerto Rican rapper and shit like that. He appeared on the High Rollers video too. So yeah. All right. So then we got track number 16, which is MVPs. This track is basically just a shout out to like all like the rappers that he's down with and whatnot. Like he's gave a shout out to like people back in the day, like Melly Mel, Grandmaster Cass, like people in his posse, like African Islam and shit like that. He gave a shout out to Run DMC, Big Daddy Kane, Eric B. and Rakim, Uncle Luke, MC Light, Queen Latifah. And that's the thing about Ice-T, man. Like, he was really one of the first, East Coast rappers. I mean, excuse me, West Coast rappers to really be embraced by the East Coast and shit like that. Cause since he's originally from Jersey, he still got that East Coast undertone when it came to his fucking music, especially if you listen to like the Iceberg album and this album as well, basically. So MVP, definitely a dope song. Track number 17, Lifestyles of the Rich and Infamous. Man, this song is dope, but I prefer the DJ Premier remix to this song better. Yeah, I prefer that. Even though I'm not trying to like diss the song because this song is still good though, but the Primo remix is, I just like that one better, So what the song talks about, he's talking about, life on the road as a rapper and shit like that. Yeah, and the video is pretty funny too. And shit, very dope song, Lifestyles of the Rich and Infamous. I'm gonna read some lyrics from the song. Okay, my computer. On the line with the word quiz, I got a show because I'm living in showbiz. Out the limo to the plane in the pouring of rain. I hate flying, but there's no time for slow trains and shit. Another show to do. I gotta catch my crew. They left last night in the bus around 2. So yeah, like, and like another way of like he's like very in his storytelling shit and whatnot. So Lifestyles, the Rich and Infamous, very dope song. Track number 18, Body Count. He takes a break from the hip hop with this one, and he introduces his heavy metal group Body Count. Which I'm gonna, there's a 50-50 chance I would talk about that album and whatnot. So stay tuned. I might probably do it way later on this year and shit. So excuse me. But I need to get my hands on Home Invasion and shit first. So yeah, so Body Count, that's a very dope intro to his heavy metal group. Track number 19, Prepare to Die. That song was alright. It was okay and shit like that. It wasn't really too big on that one. Even though lyrically it was still good, but yeah. Track number 20, Escape from the Killing Fields and shit. Love that song. One thing I got from that song is basically how you gotta do better with your life. You can't keep falling in this street life. You can't keep falling in this street life and shit like that. You gotta go out and do something good with your life. If you listen to Outkast, Get Up, Get Out and Do Something, it's basically this in the same vein. So yeah. Track number 21, Street Killer. Street Killer, that song was pretty cool. It was like a little short song. Track number 22, Pulse of the Rhyme. That song was pretty cool. Track number 23, The Tower. That's a very dope song. Very, very dope song and shit. I believe like when he meant by like the tower, I believe he was talking about he was just talking about like the prison and how like our people get so much face when it comes to mass incarceration and stuff like that. Basically, yeah, so basically, and also he kind of got some flack because some of the lyrics in the second verse kind of has some homophobic slurs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw a brother kill another cause he said he was gay, but that's the way it is. It's been that way for years. And when his body hit the ground, I heard a couple of cheers. It's kind of hurt me inside that they were glad he died. And low key, that shit is kind of true because you gotta remember, like this album was released in 1991, so the gay people were still, getting like frowned upon. They were still, getting bashed and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for him to like put that on fucking wax and stuff like that, that says a lot about his mind state at that time. So, and the last song that should have killed me last year. This is a very interesting outro because the fact that he tells you the date this album was completed was January 15, 1991. And so he just says like he just gives shots to all the homies in jail and whatnot. But the thing that really, really caught my attention was he gave he basically, I believe it was either diss track or MVPs. He defended MC Hammer basically because he was just saying how he respects MC Hammer, the fact that he came out doing this whole pop shit first, and that cats were just jealous of him at that time. So for him to defend Hammer like that, even though I'm not like the biggest Hammer fan though, that it just says a lot. But yeah, Ice-T's original Gangster. This album is not only Ice-T's best album, but I really consider this to be one of the greatest gangster rap albums of all time and shit. So fucking gangster, so fucking hardcore. Um, he didn't give a fuck with this album and stuff. Like he really did not give a fuck. Him and Aladdin and Islam, like the whole Rhyme Syndicate, definitely went in on this fucking project. Like I, I'm not enough good words to say. And also, one thing I want to say, I want to talk about a couple of things, but I want to say even like the short songs, I respect him because he basically kept it short, kept it right to the point. He kept it right to the point and stuff like that. Like bitches, not with Ed, fried chicken, Evil E, what about sex, and you definitely hear him progressing when it came to like rhyme wise, conceptual wise, and stuff like that. He was definitely on his A game when it came to his album and stuff. So yeah, man, I see original Gangster. This album is actually, I believe it's actually out of print. So if you can find this album, must have in your collection. And I'm going to look for a copy of Home Invasion because I actually want to have my hands on a copy of that. And I do have Ice-T's The Return of the Real album from '96, but I left that back in my other stash in Raleigh. So yeah. All right. And with that being said, I do have a little surprise for y'all. I got some shit that Hoovy left me. He gave me and stuff like that. So this is just kind of like part one. I have a few more CDs coming like later on this week, which I'm gonna do probably my next live video. But I just want to get some of these out the way. So the first album I'm gonna talk about is DJ Quick's "Quick As a Name" album, released in 1991 on Profile Records. Speaker Clout and we've done a dope ass review on this album. Very dope album. I kind of consider this possibly like, maybe my third or second favorite album from Quick and shit. Singles albums known for were Born and Raised in Compton, Tonight. Fucking love that song. Yeah, man. Quick Is the Name, 1991. This album is still in print. It was just re-released in 2017 and shit. So yeah. And so continuing with DJ Quick, I got his third album, Safe and Sound, released in 1995. In my opinion, this is his best album, in my opinion. Yeah, man, like this album right here, he found his. I want to say he found his sound on this project and shit, but he mastered his sound. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, singles albums known for are Dollars and Cents and Safe and Sound. He was going through a lot of shit around the time this album was released because, for one, he had originally did the album, but he said it was not that good, so he scrapped it and shit like that. and he just destroyed the masters. And so around this time, he was also, linking up with Death Row Records at that time and shit like that, producing like a lot of shit for Death Row. Danny Boy's "Come When I Call Your Name," which is, I don't care what no one says, a classic R&B song right there. And so also he was going through like a lot of beefs with cats like, Everlast. He was going through beefs with AMG, but best known beef was with MC8, especially when it came like he dissed him on the song Dollars and Cents. And I believe he also dissed him on Let You Have It, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, man. So with that being said, this album was released. Yeah, this album is fucking dope, very dope album. It's classic. It's a fucking, I would say it's a hip hop classic in my opinion. I don't care what no one says. Like he definitely did his thing with this album and shit. Um, Songs like "The Hole in You," "It's Your Fantasy," "Summer Breeze," "Something for the Mood." Like this whole fucking album, man. Like it sounds like it could have been made today, basically. So this is Quick DJ, Quick, Safe, and Sound. I believe this album is still in print, but it's kind of hard to come by. So if y'all find it, must have in your collection. All right. All right. So I want to dedicate this album to my homeboy Steven because he kind of was surprised I didn't have this album. And it's Mary J. Blige's "Share My World," released in 1997 on MCA Records. Classic album right here. Very, very dope album. Um, Singles albums known for are "Love Is All We Need," "I Can Love You," "Everything," "Missing You," and "7 Days." Yeah, man. This album to me was basically a transitional album because for one, Uptown Records was going through like a lot of personnel changes. Andre Harrell had departed from Uptown to be president of Motown and shit like that. Um, she kind of severed her ties with Puffy, and she worked with like a lot more different like R&B cats. And you'll notice with this album, it still has its hip hop soul, but at the same time, it has more of like a contemporary R&B feel, especially with producers like Babyface, Jimmy Jam, and Terry Lewis. Those dope ass producers, like both Babyface and Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. You got James Matune, you got R. Kelly, yes, Sylvester. Um, yeah, man, this whole album definitely has like a dope feel towards it. Yeah, this is definitely a classic album. My Possibly my third favorite album from Mary J. Blige. This is Mary J. Blige, "Share My World," released in 1997. Then we got, I might get some mixed reactions with this one, but I don't care. This is dope. And it's sort of like a collection of projects, and it's The Weeknd's trilogy album. This is actually like a compilation album of like his his first couple of mixtapes, like "House of Balloons," "Thursday," and "Echoes of Silence." And he also added three previously unreleased tracks. This was released in 2012 and stuff like that. Um, yeah, man, The Weeknd. I'm not really the biggest fan of The Weeknd, but I like mostly his earlier stuff. Now he's kind of hit or miss. Now he's on that. He's a kind of hit or miss now and shit like that. So yes, the singles album came out with was "Wicked Games," 28, and "The Zone." Man, like I was bumping to this album. I would have to say out of all of them, my favorite is "House of Balloons," man. Especially that "What You Need" song with that Aaliyah sample. Oh my god. But if you want to play that on Spotify, Aaliyah's family kind of took that sample out, which ugh, those bastards. But yeah, man, like I love House of Balloons, You got "High for This," you got "The Party and the After Party," Loft Music. Um, then you have Thursday, which you got the fucking Birds and "The Zone" with Drake. I'm not the biggest Drake fan, but he did his thing on that. I gotta actually listen to Echoes of Silence, so I can't speak too much on that. But yeah, man, I'm so glad I got my hands on this because this is kind of hard to come by these days and stuff like that because he kind of released this, kind of out of the blue and shit. So yeah, this is the Weekend Trilogy 2012. I'm so glad I finally got my hands on this one. And speaking of albums I finally got my hands on, this is one album that I don't know why it took me so long to get a hand on this because you know what? I'm just going to show. I'm going to let the title speak for itself. Master Ace, Slaughterhouse, well, Master Ace Incorporated, excuse me, Slaughterhouse, released in 1993. Master Ace Incorporated, you guys should know that was Master Ace is kind of his side group and whatnot. It has people like, let me pull up the people names so I will get everybody. You got Master Ace, you have Lord Digger, Paula Perry, and Lachey, and this group called Icy Rock, which was Icy, Unique, and Rock Dizzle. Um, excuse me. This was released 3 years after he had released the seminally underrated "Take a Look Around," which I definitely got to do that fucking album and shit. So the story with this album is kind of like a concept album about the rising popularity of gangster rap, and he kind of like takes a more satirical tone towards it, where he's making fun of like the characteristics and shit. You know what I'm saying? Singles album is known for are Jeep Ass Nigga, Slaughterhouse, and Born to Roll Jeep Ass Nigga remix. Yeah, like this album is so fucking funky. Has like a very dark tone towards it. One of my all-time favorite tracks that nobody ever talks about, "A Walk Through the Valley." That fucking first track, it's like a very spoken word where he's just describing the atmosphere and then the gunshots in the background. Oh my god, that song, so fucking dope. Um, Another dope song was what's that one? The Mad Ones. That was another good song. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna do a review on this album sometime around the fall time, or even maybe late summer, early fall. So this is Master Ace Incorporated, Slaughterhouse, 1993. This album was released on Delicious Vinyl. So that's my first lot. My second lot will partakely be coming tomorrow. So yeah, now is the time when I'm just gonna read what the chat's saying before I hurry up and do this Donald D and Everlast review. What's up, Ashley? What's up, Sam? What's up, KRD? How's everyone doing? Yeah, KRD, I'm gonna listen to Hold Let the Horns Blow pretty soon. I'll let you know what I think about that one. You New Jack City classic material. Yeah, man, New Jack City. That's definitely one of my favorite Ice-T songs. What's up, Try? How you live? How you doing? Bumping this album right now. Okay, what's up? What's up, everybody? You had a what's up, Michael C? Michael C's in the building. Had to pull the CD out of my collection for this episode. Respect. Okay, my boy Deborah's in the building. How you doing, bro? Yeah, Deborah's, man. You've been supporting this channel for a while, man. Like, I hope you like what you see because we got some more dope shit too. I really want to do a review on John Lennon's Plastic Ono album next Sunday. I want to talk to Mike about that. There's a 50-50 chance I'm gonna do Tevin Campbell's I'm Ready album. I want to do that sometime Thursday. So yeah. Oh, and I gotta review Tina Marie's It Must Be Magic since I finally got my hands on that. So yeah. Flyby is crazy. Yeah, KRD, man. This whole album is crazy, man. And I need to get my hands on Home Invasion. I gotta definitely give that a re-listen. Um Deb said Ice-T is a good rapper, but no, not one I listen to often, but I revisit his album because of this review. Yeah, respect, Deb. I was so looking forward to doing this review, minus the technical difficulty with the audio. What's up, Q? How you doing? Shout out to what's missing in hip hop. I couldn't agree with you more, KRD, because now everyone's like in this me situation, which I don't have nothing about because everyone wants to be number one, but I remember back in the day when hip hop was like a unity and shit like that. Now everyone on this sneaky ass shit, sleeping with each other and stuff like that. Oh, and by the way, that's new Schoolboy Q album. I heard it. It was okay. It was pretty okay. Not only his best work, but I definitely want to start talking about a lot of newer hip hop albums and shit. So yeah. Appreciate the comment about the LL Cool J had there. Yeah. Um, KRD said his best album, one of the best hip hop albums of '91. This is like a top 4 hip hop albums in my opinion, yo. You got this album as a Christmas present back in 2016. Respect. Um, Dope. You appreciate the words try. KRD said quick as a name. Yeah, man. I'm definitely gonna start putting a lot of the Speak Your Clout reviews, like the one I partaked in, like street songs and quick as a name, because that way we'll just save time in case people are wondering if I've done a review on certain albums and shit. Yeah, everybody share my world. And this is kind of what I said last week when we were doing the Marvin Gaye review. I don't understand the hate for the happy Mary J. Blige, the happy Mary J. Blige albums and shit like that, because I don't even think her albums was like considerably dark. It's just that some of the content and what she was going through was dark. Because believe it or not, I do love No More Drama, which I don't understand the hate for that. That's no I feel like her best album in the 2000s was No More Drama and The Breakthrough and shit. So yeah, Share My World, that's definitely a dope album. Yo, guys, we got to definitely talk about Mary J. Blige. Try Ash. We got to talk about Mary J. Blige pretty soon. Very dope album. 7 Days is also sung by Craig David. Yeah, Dev, definitely. Missing You is fire. Yo, yeah, we definitely need to talk about the Weekend album as well. So I'm down for that shit. Definitely down. Um, KRD said Ice-T never gets his props. I highly agree, because I always hate how everyone always says, "Oh, Ice-T is not a good rapper. Oh, Ice-T's flows weak." Let me tell you something. Ice-T, if it wasn't for Ice-T, half of these rappers will not be speaking out about freedom of speech. Half of these rappers will not be having done some music videos. Half of these rappers won't be doing this shit because of Ice-T and shit. And yeah, even I am critical of his style, but at the same time, it's pretty original at the same time too, because hella cats, believe it or not, was rapping like that too, mostly in the South too. So yeah, I definitely agree with you, KRD. Um, excuse me. Strawberry said, "What time?" I'm gonna definitely let you know, try, because I gotta plan how my week is going to be, because this is another busy week for me as well. Gotta get my work schedule straightened out. Gotta get some job applications sent in. Gotta get some music shit situated. So I'll definitely let you know. Oh, and I'm definitely gonna do a surprise review sometime this week as well too, with somebody that wanted to do that. And yes, try. We definitely gotta talk about that Sticky Fingers album. I'm gonna talk to you more about that after I get off, after I finish up all these reviews and shit. So I definitely want to put some respect on the Black Trash album. Shit, yeah. You heard the first 10 tracks of which album? You talking about Tevin Campbell's I'm Ready? Oh yeah, Ash, you definitely gonna do this Tevin Campbell review, because this is something I've been always wanting to do for a while, even when I started this whole channel and shit, and now I'm finally glad. Like, hold on, man, fuck this. Where's that album? Like, mind you, I didn't even fucking open this album yet. I didn't even open this fucking album. I got this like about last July, basically. So that's how much I fucking love certain albums. I kind of treat how was like wine, like saying what I'm saying. Over the years, you play it and it still becomes timeless. So I know like a lot of people kind of look at me like I'm crazy, like, boy, if you don't play that fucking shit, but y'all, if y'all music lover, y'all know what I mean by that. So yeah, I definitely want to do this album this Thursday, and I'm definitely gonna start talking about a certain hip hop group I've been meaning to talk to for a while. I'm definitely gonna talk about these cats right here. So yeah, so yeah, everyone going crazy over that Logic and Eminem track. I think I've heard some of it though. To be honest, I've kind of lost interest in Logic a little bit. I think after the Everyday album, I don't know. I just kind of lost a little interest in him and shit. I mean, I still respect him, but eh, trilogy discussion this month. I agree though. I agree. I still don't hear Logic Eminem song because I'm not a fan of either. Yeah, Eminem been disappointing me the late for a while, and Logic, Logic is Logic. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm gonna say on that. There will be no parental advisory stickers on hip hop albums forced by Ice-T. I agree. I definitely agree with you on that. Definitely agree. Um, I told Mike already that will be on Speaker Clout. You talking about the Tevin Campbell I'm Ready album on Speaker Clout? The first 10 of Ice-T original Gangster, man. Open that shit already. LOL. They don't have the I'm Ready album on YouTube, so I won't be able to listen to it not unless I order a copy of Amazon tomorrow. Hey, look, I think I know a link where I can actually send you. Or matter of fact, I might as well just open this shit and just send you the songs, and just send you the songs and shit like that. Since everybody wants me to open up all my albums now, I might as well just open that shit. And I got you. I'll get you by possibly the end of tonight and shit. So yeah, I definitely can't wait to do this review. Deb said last Eminem album I bought was Encore and sold it a long time ago, along with Eminem Show and Slim Shady LP. Oh, bet. Um, yeah, Encore. Low-key, I might be in the minority, but I after all the trash this nigga put out, I kind of have a new appreciation for Encore as a uh, mediocre album compared to the trash he's put out, and that's saying a lot. That is saying a lot. Oh yeah. And speaking of Encore, I definitely need to get these trash reviews out the way because I'm going to talk about Lil Zane. I got to talk about that Ice Cube, and I know somebody recommended me to do Encore too, which I'm gonna do Encore sometime maybe July, possibly July. Yeah. So, man, I remember when Eminem, man, damn, Eminem, what a fall. Oh, the Black Trash album reviews on Speaker Club. Okay, cool, okay. Oh yeah, no problem, Ash, no problem. Listen, yeah, I'm just gonna open this, and I definitely gotta do some listening on this tonight as well too. So I'll let you guys know the time possibly by Tuesday. Let me say that. When I hear Fact, I knew it was over with Eminem. Oh, Fact was horrible, man. Horrible, very horrible. Let me just say that. So, but yeah, man. Deb, let me ask, what's your least favorite Eminem album? Because you seem like you've been a fan of him for years. Let me just say, what's your least favorite Eminem album? And shit. So let me see people in chat. Oh, and I saw the fucking Intruder today and shit like that. Basically, yeah, that movie was pretty dope. Michael Ealy and Megan Good did their thing on that. But I cannot wait to see Ma's Place. That's the movie I want to see. Ma's Place, and I want to see Rocket Man. A lot of dope ass movies are coming out this summer though, and yeah, man, we definitely got to do some more movie reviews. No, Mike, see, I'm not a fan of Shanice whatsoever. I can't stand Shanice. The only song I like from Shanice is that one song she dropped, like "When I Close My Eyes." That song right there. So other than that, I can't stand Shanice. Her and her trash ass actor Flex Alexander. I can't stand those two. But yeah. Oh, Revival is your least favorite. Okay. That's very, very good choice. Man, I would have to say, damn, I would have to say that album too. I'll have to say that, but yeah. Um, what's up, graffiti? Yeah, man. Flex Alexander, man. Ugh. Yeah, try. Yeah, I like some tracks from Encore. Yes, some tracks from Encore is decent. Like, believe it or not, I do like Toy Soldiers, but I just don't like that beat, that sample, that step by step. Like, just kept repeating that same shit. I just felt like the beat could have been better. Um, I never heard Relapse or Recovery or Kamikaze. I only heard Marshall Mathers Part 2 because I thought he was going back to his roots, but it was horrible. I actually liked Marshall Mathers Part 2 a little. My only gripe was some of the beats were kind of hit or miss as well, too. So, yeah, that's my only gripe with Marshall Mathers LP2. Okay, so yeah, man, I definitely. You know what? This next Thursday, I'm gonna get this Lil Zane review out the way. But I'm just gonna do that shit for laughs on some real shit. Ash said you don't like I Love Your Smile. Nah, that's that song. Da. Shut the fuck up already. Like, oh, and another song I do like from her is that Can You Dance song that she dropped like back I think in '87. I do like that song. Other than that, nah, she can have that. Um, Reg, watch that film American Honey on Netflix. We can review it on here. Yeah, I've heard about you put that movie on Instagram. What's that movie about? And shit. Yeah, we definitely got to talk about. But I still want to talk about that Roxanne Shante movie though. I still want to talk about that one day and shit. Yeah. Okay. Definitely want to talk about a lot of movies. Um. Okay. What else? What else is going on? What's going on? I only heard Revival because someone said Alchemist produced it, but they were wrong. Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna stay here for 5 more minutes. I'm gonna start filming these other reviews and shit for y'all. Um, what else? What else? And you know what, man? You know what? I forgot to mention something. Give me 1 second. So on June 7th, I'm definitely gonna finally talk about this album right here. Prince's debut album For You. I'm gonna talk about that on June 7th on his birthday. Yeah, and I felt like this album does not get the props it deserves too. So yeah. And right after that, I'm gonna start talking about his 1996 up to the day he died, all his albums and shit like that. I'll begin coverage of it. But yeah, man, I felt like this was a very good review and shit, man. Very good review. Yeah, shit. Yeah, not a lot of people like Marshall Mathers LP2. Wow. Michael C said, "You got the Whispers album. Just get better with time and more of the night." I need those albums, Mike C. A lot of solo records I need and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? KRD asks, "What are your thoughts on Game posting nonstop pictures of Nipsey Hussle on Instagram?" And that's just his way of grieving, man. You gotta understand. This whole Nipsey Hussle thing is like, I'm still shocked by it on some real shit. I'm still shocked by this whole Nipsey Hussle thing. Um, yeah, man, that's just my way of seeing it because people grieve in different ways and stuff. Like, look how Diddy is regretting this whole Kim Porter thing, but those two are two entirely different situations. I don't want to speak too much on it. I think Game might want Lauren London. I don't know about that, Deb. I don't know about that. I just feel like, yeah, KRD said everyone's mad at him for that shit. Why? Well, I feel like people just grieve in different ways. That's the way I personally see it. So I'm not really one to. I'm not gonna judge it unless it nigga steps out of boundary. But if he's on some like Kodak Black shit, then maybe I'll see what y'all saying. You ever play Life's Aquarium by Mint Condition? You know what, Graph? I've actually never heard that album full, but from what I've heard, it was pretty straight and stuff like that. So yeah. Very easy. I need to really start getting my hands on Mint Condition, but yeah, I don't know if their albums are in. A lot of their albums are kind of out of print and shit. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. Definitely love Mint Condition, but Stokely's album sucked. That's all I want to say. Stokely's album was not that good. I'm sorry, they waited 20 years too late for that one. But yeah, man. Definitely gotta get some music shit out the way, man. I'm gonna start. I need to start getting ready to launch my next YouTube channel, the music channel and whatnot, because believe it or not, I got a couple of interviews lined up after I signed up with this deal, this promotion deal. I'm gonna see what this nigga's talking about. So I got a couple of interviews lined up. I definitely want to start. I guess definitely got to start dropping some music during the summer. So y'all stay tuned on that. Oh yeah, D'Angelo's Voodoo KRD. I'm actually planning on covering D'Angelo once I get another copy of Brown Sugar, because I gave my other copy to my sister. So once I get Brown Sugar, that's when I'm yeah, Brown Sugar. That's when I'm going to start doing those. Victory Lap is one of the best final albums by any rapper. Yeah, I agree with you, Deb. Highly agree with you. Um, Ashley said Mint Conditions albums are still in print, Reg. I appreciate it, because I don't know why I thought the first one was out of print though. I don't know why. But yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna start reviewing the Donald D and the Everlast album and just drop those tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching the Ice T OG and shit like that. And thank you guys so much for, bearing with me over these technical difficulties. You ever think of reviewing any Doom or Quasimodo albums, or I have to join Patreon or donate? Um, you know what? I'm thinking about making a Patreon on my own. I'm gonna talk to Mike about that, but regarding your question about Doom or Quasimodo, the only MF Doom album I've actually reviewed were, I believe, Operation Doomsday and Take Me to Your Leader. But at the same time, I'm kind of taking a little. I'm not really eyeing to review any MF Doom at the moment and shit like that. So I'll probably be in the future. So, but stay tuned because I got some more dope shit, Deb and stuff like that. A lot of variety coming up. But as usual, this is your boy Reg. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.